Black Ops 6 Season 3 here, including 6 new maps, new multiplayer modes like Sharpshooter, a brand new Zombies map, and the return of a new perk. Listen up, you might want to hear this. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or even extraterrestrial life tuning in from another planet, let's dive right in. Starting us off, we'll take a deeper look of the multiplayer maps with Barrage. This is a launch 6v6 and a medium-sized map set in Vietnam during the 1960s, a very different looking map than what we're familiar with in Black Ops 6. And it does look quite well, with a watchtower and an overlook and even a command center. Moving on then, Nomad is another launch 6v6 map, and a small size map this time, and we take the trip to Afghanistan in a time when Woods fought here in 1986, where you fight between ruins, a parked missile carrier, and even between crumbled archways, with the only accessible building being a tower that stands slap bang in the middle of the map, attached with a zipline that offers fast access to and from this fortified position. Then there is Firing Range. Yes, that's right, a full remaster of the original 6v6 medium-sized map, going straight back to Black Ops. It's a bit like Rust, Nuketown, Shipment, and Raid. You just can't quite get rid of them, and for good reason too. Do I need to break down Firing Range? Surely not. Great. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is a launch map too. Then there is mid-season maps. It's Haven, 6v6 medium-sized map where you're situated in a KGB safe house in 1991 with indoor and outdoor spaces, estate halls, and beautiful gardens bath. Moving on to Signal, it's a 6v6 and a 2v2 small size map, and we go back to the 1986, which connects to the infamous Numbers Station.
Numbers Station? What do they mean?
With flashing lights and alarms, you can fire from broadcast station or find a communication landing, and even take alternative paths to get through to the control room, which is flooded, allowing you to dive from point A to B quite quickly. And then finally, we have an interesting take on Nuketown, named Blazetown, also for mid-season here, that joins us for a limited time. What do you think of that? Now that is all 6 maps coming to Season 3, what do you think? And is there any from the list that you're actually looking forward to? Or is there any from the list that actually are coming in mid-season? Sometimes the mid-season maps don't seem too well, or at least in this time around anyway, from my perspective. Moving on, multiplayer modes. Coming during Season 3, there are 2 fan favourite classic Black Ops modes, and that's Sharpshooter, or you can try the 2 bomb sites in Demolition. Flex your skills in a classic Black Ops free-for-all party mode, where every operator is assigned the same loadout, which changes every 45 seconds, and each cycle introduces a new primary and secondary weapon, from scoped sniper rifles to akimbo pistols, plus a new dedicated melee weapon, and tactical and even lethal equipment. Alternate between attacking and defending 2 bomb sites. The attacking team must destroy both bomb sites to win the round, gaining the time bonus after detonating the first site. All attacking operators spawn with a bomb, and respawns are active for both teams throughout the match. Demolition. Then there's a new one coming to Season 3, which is called Joint Operations. During mid-season, leave the enemy up in smoke in this limited time mode that tests teams with a gauntlet of 5 core variants in a single match. Head Stash TDM, Inhalation in Domination, Hotbox with Hardpoint, and Very Hard Target with HVT and Munchies in Kill Confirmed. It's a cycle through all 5 modes under a variety of challenging effects, including double health, low gravity, visual hallucinations, and third-person point of view. What do you think of the new modes? Will you try any? I'll definitely try out Sharpshooter, and Joint Operations is something I'll find myself going to first. I do enjoy Demolition, but I don't play it much, even in the previous Black Ops entries. And what's a new season without new perks and score streaks? Well, there isn't. So, without further ado, here are the new perks and score streaks. Starting off, Close Shave. It's a launch event reward and automatically uses your dedicated melee attack when you perform a weapon butt attack. Simply tap the melee button to attack. It's just like the old days, they say. Then there's Vendetta. It's a mid-season event reward, and on spawn, mark your killer's last known position for a short duration. Get a bonus score for eliminating the enemy. The Vigilance perk counters being marked by Vendetta. Then the score streak is a death machine. It's an event reward, it's a lethal, and its score is 825. Then moving on to ranked then for those competitive players out there. Here are all the changes and upcoming rewards for ranked play that will be on screen now, because there's a lot of them. And following on how they can be unlocked, I honestly think these rewards for ranked play are some of the best I've seen in a while. The calling cards and weapon blueprints look incredible, with the iridescent and crimson blueprint camos looking quite cool. They can stay looking quite cool though, because I'm not quite that good. Though there are some changes, and we'll need to take a look at those. These are the retroactive SR adjustments, including how cheaters affect our games and rank play. And so starting with Season 3, if a ranked player is found to be cheating and banned anyone that they have recently beaten, not quite the choice of words I'd use, will receive an SR refund for those matches, and players detected with cheaters may have their SR taken away. I think this means if you're in a party with a cheater or playing with a cheater deliberately, rather than just squadding up with cheaters without realising, or at least I hope so. I'd imagine that's what they're thinking anyway. Then there's another feature coming in Season 3, if players may now join back in ranked matches if they disconnect. Yes, please, my game crashes far too much for this. And if you happen to disconnect, you'll have 5 minutes to rejoin, and teammates will receive a reduced SR loss if match-made teammates rejoins and they lose the match too. Moving on to zombies, my favourite part. If you happen to have been living under a rock for the last 2 weeks or more, then you might not be familiar with this. Also releasing at launch alongside Season 3, we finally get to explore Shattered Veal. Not quite the name I'd picked, but that's just me. We find ourselves back somewhere that might look rather familiar. And if you said the mansion, give yourself a shiny. Maya, Carver, Weaver and Grey finally, after furiously fighting for their lives against the mirror, that fires lasers, duplicates itself and moves vertically up and down. After many self-revives and restarts later, they grab the fucker and head to the remote wooded hills above Liberty Falls to meet with Sam at the old mansion in the forest, which has been retrofitted to only with aid Sam's synthetic mind. Can the team hope to unlock the ancient artifacts mysteries and bring back Agent Max's? What could possibly go wrong, it says. Well, that fills me with lots of positivity. Well, there's a new enemy type, yes. No more amalgams. The Disciple. You might say, well, I ain't new. No, honestly, he is new. It's an elder. He's his granddad. Including toxic zombies. A sticky yellow fog descends across the mansion. Expect the inhabitants to take an even more revolting pallor. Easily identifiable due to their greenish hue and more skeletal exterior. Toxic zombies appear to have lost all but their base prematurely functions and seem intent on sprinting towards their prey before exploding, leaving a damaging pool of acid in their wake. Listen for their telltale shriek and you'll get the jump on them before they can close the distances. These glowing ghouls are joined by a variety of Project Janus scientists and military personnel turned zombies, caught up in a nearby outbreak along with an unhealthy horde of other ghastly enemies like the Elder Disciple stands or perhaps floats, ready to speed through their evolutionary journey. They honestly look like split Megatons, but with a spin. The RAYGUN Mark II is back. Yeah, you heard that right. And it has variants. No, not the Alpha Omega variants. I know, I'm disappointed too. But never mind, their variants consist of the RAYGUN Mark II W, offering similar bullet patterns to a submachine gun. This also has a random choice to ignite enemies. The RAYGUN Mark II P, shooting ammunition like a shotgun with a chance to spawn a sigil, with the ability to grant invulnerability to the player standing on it for a limited time. The RAYGUN Mark II R, dropping zombies with a marksman rifle like discharge expects a chance to spread a plague infection that can inflict an area of effect damage. I hope they're much better than they sound, because at least in my opinion, they aren't screaming at me yet. Oh, and did I mention that lightning gun from Machine Inhuma is the Wunderwaffe DG2? Shocked. No, I'm not. Obviously, the new main quests are also available for you to unlock for PH Diddley, for Carver, and then an animated calling card before the release of Directed Mode. The map also includes a microwave trap, a dark ether field generator, and lore and intel as you would expect as well from a new map. Wait, what in the Wild West is that? They've only gone and done it. It's the classic rapid fire perk. It makes its return. It was last seen almost a decade ago and allows you to chew through zombies in record times. And a new perk isn't without its augments here. They are, oh, and did I mention it's double tap? It's as on screen now. Research the following augments to further customize that perk. And we're not done yet. There's 3 new gobagums. A tactical diffusion disables the next nuke power-up explosion you activate and gives everyone 2000 essence instead. Looking at a few of our out there for this one. And then the support group. Gobble up the tasty gobagum to acquire an ARC XD, a mangler cannon, a sentry gun, and mutant injection support items. Quite a bunch. And die-pitched, which is a whimsical. Zombies have high-pitched voices, which lasts for 3 minutes. And then it wouldn't be without their Death Machine score streak, which will be available from an event unlock and will cost 1,750 salvage. And during mid-season, there's even a limited time mode and a field upgrade. Plus, whet your appetite, it says, with Zombie Snacks limited time mode arriving later in the season and put a chill on the undead using the Frost Blast field upgrade. Directed mode also arrives during mid-season. Wait a minute, that bloody Verdansk. Yes, Verdansk is returning. Deploy back into the battlegrounds where it all started, all them many years ago, releasing April 3rd. And check in for weapon details. Primary weapon, Kilo 141 at launch. Primary weapon, CR56 AMAX at launch. Primary weapon, HDR at launch. Melee weapon, Calais Stux at launch. Primary weapon, Ladra during mid-season. And then special weapon, which is a nail gun, during in season 2. And that weapon detail also comes with a barrage of new attachments such as the monolithic suppressor, SWAT 556 ground conversion kit, a C9 10mm 30 round mags, and a Goblin MK2 762 mini rocket conversion. You can find out more on those attachments per the description below. You're now able to customize any Black Ops 6 base weapon or weapon blueprint with a skin you've already unlocked or purchased across multiplayer, zombies, and Call of Duty Warzone. For base weapons, you can only change the skin of their base weapon, not any of the attachments. For blueprints, you can customize the skins with other existing attachments. The new user interface section is planned to be added shortly after launch. Available in the Barracks Challenges menu, this allows you to view the challenge you need to complete to unlock weapon camos in a single location. With weapons sorted by the furthest camo unlocked, simply visit the camo hub to start planning out the next steps on your journey to Dark Matter or Nebula. And what's a season without its own events? Well, starting with Return to Verdansk, which is Warzone only. It's starting on April 3rd to the 15th. Open Verdansk safes across several unique locations to earn rewards. Players also have the chance to earn the Trailblazer Operator skin for Kane if you find the right safes open before someone else gets there first. Moving on to Black Ops Tribute, which is multiplayer, zombies and Warzone, starting on April 17th to May 1st. Don't miss out on the legendary tribute to Black Ops in an event stuffed with rewards that honour the history of this series. And before we go, let's take a look at the one thing in Call of Duty that always works. You guessed it, the store and bundles. As part of Season 3, we'll see a couple of new Tracer skins and more, starting with the Tracer Pack Digital Dreamin', Reactive Mastercraft Ultra Skin, other bundles also including Tracer Pack Bluntman and Chronic, and Tracer Pack J and Silent Bob too. And that just wraps up today's video. As always, stay safe, stay cryptic, and I'll catch you in the next one.